like it came back for more. Yeah.
Time slipping down your spine. Ooh, you try to ignore. Yeah.
But you can hardly swallow your fears and pain, and you can't help but follow. It puts you right back where you came. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn from the works of yesterday. Live and learn, if you beg or if you borrow. Live and learn, you may never find your way. Whoa, yeah. Feel like tangled up inside. Yeah, diamonds down on the floor. Whoa, but you can't help your sorrow. You've paid in trade, but you can't help but follow. It puts you right back where you came. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn from the works of yesterday. Live and learn, if you beg or if you borrow. Live and learn, you may never find your way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. There's a face searching far, so far and wide. There's a place where you dream you'd never find. Hold on to what if, hold on to what if. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn from the works of yesterday. Live and learn, if you beg or if you borrow. Live and learn, you may never find your way. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn from the works of yesterday. Live and learn, if you beg or if you borrow. Live and learn, you may never find your way. Live and learn. Yeah, 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 yeah. Live and learn. Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Hello again, friend of a friend.
and a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, and.
Nature make a man of me yet? When in this charming car, this charming man.
Why there was life complexity when the leather was smooth on the passenger seat. I would go out tonight, but I haven't got a stitch to wear. This man said it's gruesome that someone so handsome should care. Whoa! I jumped up Nancy boy, who never knew his place. He said, return the ring. He knows so much about these things. He knows so much about these things. I would go out tonight, but I haven't got a stitch to wear. This man said it's gruesome that someone so handsome should dare. Oh, na 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 na. This charming man. Na 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 na. This charming man. Woo! I jumped up Magic Boy, who never knew his place. He said, return the ring. He knows so much about these things. He knows so much about these things. He knows so much about these things. Welcome to where time stands still. No one leaves and no one will. Moon is full, never seems to change. Just label mentally deranged. Dream the same thing every night. I see our freedom in my sight. No locked doors, no windows barred. No things to make my brain seem scarred. Sleep, my friend, and you will see the dream is my reality. Keep me locked up in this cage. You see, it's why my brain says raise. Sanitarium, leave me be. Sanitarium, just leave me alone.
It's getting restless now, mutiny in the air. Got some jet to do. Mirror stands back high. Kill the search of friendly words seems the only way. Reaching out again.
My old friend, I come to talk with you again because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and a vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.
In restless dreams I walked alone. There are streets of cobblestone. Beneath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the golden lamp. then you're running out of time. You can save it, but to save it is to take a little time. In a minute when you're in it, can you feel the passing time? It's an illusion, there's confusion when they tell you now it's time to get older, time to work and time to waste, and there's no time left to hold it, time to tell them how you feel while there's no time. 3, 2, 1, 11:30, 2 a.m. the dinner time. Not to kill, I said I will until it flies, no time. When you spend, you're running out of time. You can save, but to save it, take some time. In a minute, you're in it. Feel passing time is an illusion, confusion. They tell you now it's time to get older, to work, time to waste. There's no time left to hold, time to tell them. While there's no time, 3, 2, 11, 2 a.m. dinner time. Not to kill, said I will, still it flies, oh time. You're running out of, save it, take a little time, minute, can you feel passing, it's an illusion, they tell you, to get older, work, waste, there's no holder, tell them, feel there's time, 1:30, dinner time, kill, will still fly all time, you can spend it when you spend it, then you're running out of time, you can save it, but to save it is to take a little time, in a minute when you're in it, can you feel the passing time? They say time to get older, time to work and time to waste, and there's no time left to hold it, time to tell them how you feel while there's no time. 3, 2, 1, 11:30, 2 a.m. the dinner time. Not to kill, I said I will, and still the fight, all time.
Dear Evan Hansen, we've been way too out of touch. Things have been crazy and it sucks that we don't talk that much. All that it takes is a little quick invention. It's easy to change when you give it your attention. All you gotta do is just believe you can be who you wanna be. Sincerely, miss you dearly. Sincerely me, sincerely me, sincerely me, sincerely me, sincerely me. Woo! I've learned to slam on the brake before I even turn the key, before I make a mistake. Before I leave with the worst of me, give them no reason to stare. No slipping up if you slip away. So I got nothing to share. No, I got nothing to say. Step out of the sun if you keep getting burned. Step out of the sun because you've learned. On the outside, always looking in. Will I ever be more than I've always been? Cause I'm tapping on the glass, waving through a window. I try to speak but nobody can hear, so I wait around for an answer to appear while I'm watching people pass, waving through a window. Can anybody see? Is anybody waving?
back at me. Is anybody waving, waving, waving? Whoa, whoa.
All we see is skies for forever. Let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way, this way. All we see is life for forever. 'Cause the sun shines bright for forever. Life will be alright for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day.
And there he goes, racing toward the tallest tree. From far across the yellow field, I hear him calling, follow me. There he goes, wondering how the world might look from up so high. One foot after the other, one branch into another. All we see is light, 'cause the sun burns bright. Life will be alright for forever this way.
Two friends, true friends on a perfect day.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know we'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground.
When the sun comes streaming in, and you reach up and you rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. Even when the dark comes crashing through, you will be found. You need someone to carry you. You will be found. You will be found.
are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew, you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grins? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountains? Can you paint with all the colors of the winds? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? I remember Daddy told me fairy tales can come true. Okay. You gotta make it happen. It all depends on you. So I work real hard each and every day. Now things for sure are on my way. Just doing what I do. Look out, boys, and I'm coming through. And I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People gonna come here from everywhere, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Look at me, I will never pass for the perfect bride or perfect daughter. Can it be I'm not meant to play this part? Now I see that if I were truly to be myself, I would break my family's heart. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Somehow I cannot hide who I am, though I've tried. When will my reflection show who I am inside? When will my reflection show who I am inside? There is destiny in motion, and it's only just begun. Now will this life I worked so hard for come undone? They're calling me, I must reply. But if I leave, how could I ever say goodbye? I'll go beyond, and although I don't know when, I will reach these sands again, 'cause I know who I am. I am Moana, of the land and of the sea, and I promise that is who I'll always be. I must go, I will go, then we'll know what lies beyond.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street, but not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. Na 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 na. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize that there is someone with no hope, not a nickel to love. Could it be really me, pretending that they're not alone? A willow deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern on the wind to see, and they got nowhere to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh yeah. I'm asking him to change his ways. Better change. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. You gotta get it right while you got the time. When you close your eyes and then you close your mind. That man, that man, that man. Oh yeah. That man, that man, that man. Better change. That man. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Na 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 na. Oh yeah. Na 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 na. Yeah, make that change. Do that. Man in the mirror. You got to not let yourself, brother. Yeah, make that change. That change. Man in the mirror. You got to not let yourself, brother. Yeah. Make that change. That change. And in the mirror, you love it, you love it, you love it.
saw things going so right, noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right, noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies